All those who are coming on for the first time, yes, like and share. Like and share. Like and share this thing. Nimrod. Herod. I don't know how to call you. You and Jezebel around the cabinet. As it was in the days of Jezebel and Ahab. That's Christ Almighty. Huh? 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 You and your Jezebel control Jamaica. You buy out the prophet, you buy out the bloggers, just as how Jezebel silenced the prophets. The same way, you and your Jezebel are silent the prophets and the bloggers. You pay them divination money. But God is watching. And see what happened to your chatterbox. You face the outer order when you cuss out people. Everybody should have did know say that man there from Holaba was a real fish. Cause all him do a trace.
A blessed and a wonderful morning to my viewers and all of my subscribers them. I hope you all having a blessed and a productive day. Now my viewers and my subscribers, if you don't like this video yet, may I ask for your favor, please like and share this video. Please like and share this video. You understand what I say? Because it is very important when you like the video. That's how YouTube recommend the video to a wider audience. And at this time, people, to the amount of corruption we are going in at this country, we definitely need attention from elsewhere, not just Jamaica. We need attention from a wider audience. Make people realize what is going on inside of this country. Now, Cliff Hughes decide say him not jump on the bandwagonist, but him a go speak the truth. Cliff Hughes said the timing of the appointment for Dennis Chung is a bad timing, and it is questionable, and everybody I go question the timing of the appointment by the Prime Minister of Jamaica of Dennis Chung after that man made that bold comment that nothing wrong with Andrew Holness robbing taxpayers' purse.
In this instant case of Mr. Chung's appointment, the timing at this moment is problematic, especially given the fact that the comments Mr. Chung made in interviews could be, which is the allegation, interpreted that he's biased.
That comment alone disqualified Dennis Chung. The comment that Dennis Chung made alone make him disqualified. Not just the comment, but Dennis Chung have a long history that tied to corruption. Dennis Chung fingers them on of him. Plus, Dennis Chung no have no experience in law enforcement. That alone make him not qualify, none at all. But the Prime Minister put him there to help him get out of his problem. So, we're not going to go back over that. Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful morning. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, so you definitely don't want to miss none. So remember, like up the video, share up the video, and subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. Alright? Make a run the intro and come back. We soon forward. Jamaica said no to corruption. We burn corruption.
before you go with the election stunt. Clerks now work again in the car. Clerks we are painting and so Holness. For me clerks have green pony and you have orange and you have white. See, watching the Holness. Clerks now run things again, my friend. I paint in a clerk. Stop congesting the clerks in a parliament. May I show you clerks and why you're just in a parliament. Holness, I say, oh, the PMP is like a little dog. You know, a little dog running down a car and ray. So that means a parliament, a dog pen, a dog style parliament. Because if you go say the PMP them, it's like a little dog. Or if you can say the Labour right them, it's like a little drunk where the dead dog them a feed off. And if a man say, you go suck your A, B, B, C, 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 and you send police come, but you can call with dog. You're not ready, my friend.
Welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continue to support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now people, remember, like and share this video. Please, like and share this video and also subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. Alright? Now, you have one brother we used to be in the PNP. Where they call Rowe. Now Lawrence Rowe, from them kick him out of the PNP, they realize say he's a spy. He's not a PNP, he's a Labourite, and he's a spy. And a spy must spy if he bring back news to Holness and his Labourite party. From them kick out Lawrence Rowe walk and make pure trouble with the People's National Party supporters and members. He may even go as far as try to fabricate some voice note and send them out and say a bag of things about the People's National Party. Now the other day, him go to a PNP rally, go make trouble. Nobody no beat him. But him run to the police, go tell the police him say, them beat him. When you check it out, a video release with Lawrence Rowe with a long knife. A knife long so till, I don't know since when Sprat start walk with knife. But the Sprat have the knife and him a bounce up and a helder. And I tell you, I say just move and see. And one more do to the helder and all of that. Never know say. It did a record. It did a tape. Lawrence Rowe, after the video come out, said that it was self-defense. Never know say police investigate the crime. Now, police finally do them investigation and them say God don't sleep. Lawrence Rowe get arrested by the police and charged for assault. So you are trying to make somebody else get locked up and it backfire upon you. Lawrence Rowe, remember, God is the greatest. Now people, me want to take a look on the phone screen or on the TV or on the computer, whatsoever I want to read from. Now, I'm not going to do it like how I see the Gleaner do it. Me I go do it the right way. Former PNP caretaker from Kingston Central, Lawrence Rowe, charged with assault. We don't pretty up nothing. He was a former PNP caretaker. We don't pretty it up. In charge with assault, people. So you are trying to make somebody else get charged and got jail. But the table turn and you get charged. Now, former People's National Party political aspirant Lawrence Rowe has been charged by the police in connection with an incident captured in a now viral video. He was seen in the video armed with a knife approaching another man, telling him, do what you need to do, cause you're bad. Now, me play the video on this channel. Everybody's supposed to see that video because it go viral where him have the knife. He must push up himself and the man and I tell the man to do what he need to do. So Lawrence Rowe, message to you. God are the greatest, and God not sleep. God will watch over each and every one of us. So your evil ways get caught on camera. No, I'm not just Lawrence alone in the hot water. There is a Jamaican Labour Party councillor over there in St. Catherine, George Moody, that are also charged by the police. Now it is alleged that a 10-year-old little boy go make complaint upon George Moody, and the police them go grab him and give him a good charge. It is not really sure what them charge him for. If I jump in charge, if he jump the back door, because you know the man is staying, or a assault him like beat him up or what. But the information withheld from the public for now. But people, what a bangarang going over there at the Jamaica Labour Party. What a bangarang a galang over there in the Jamaican Labour Party. Well, one more did it too, because one more Labour right get busted by the Integrity Commission, or left that for later, people. Make we deal with George Moody now, because of him then charge for the 10-year-old. So people, listen to this.
Breaking news, Jamaica. Former councillor for the Ensom City Division and the councillor who ran under the Jamaica Labour Party ticket for the Angels Division has just been charged. Jamaica, it was just brought to my attention that the principal, Mr. Moody, who principal a school at the Grateful Hill Primary in Kerencia Morrison's constituency, has just been charged. Not sure if it's physical or sexual, but apparently a 10-year-old little boy made complaints to the police in Glengough, and he has been charged. He's supposed to appear at the Linstead Court on June 18th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Breaking news, Jamaica. He currently resides in Babsy Grange's constituency in the Eltham Acres, Spanish Town area. Former councillor for the Eltham City Division and councillor ran under the Jamaica Labour Party ticket for the Angels Division, Mr. George Moody, has been charged. More to come, Jamaica. Stay tuned. Where is Nationwide News Network? How them now run with this?
Well, one thing for sure, two things for certain, is that whenever anything come out bad about the Jamaican Labour Party, you will not hear Nationwide News speak on it. You will never hear Nationwide News speak on it, because you know already, them a work with Andrew Holness and the criminal organization. Everybody's supposed to know by now. We all knew that Andrew Holness appeared off Cliff Hughes $1 billion tax debt that he owed to Jamaica. $1 billion tax debt. Just the other day, Andrew Holness paid $10 million for Cliff Hughes tax. All of the information out there, so I'm going to go search for it. It's out there, people. So, they will never speak bad against Andrew Holness and his criminal organization. But people, listen to what I say, people. This government need to go, because they're destroying our country. And we, the people of Jamaica, have to stand up. I not have telling you, we have to stand up and we 2 foot them and stop allow this government and its criminal organization to destroy our country and our children' future. Alright? So make we move on to other news. Now, you have a brother over there, a nation or Waste Man, Not Wise FM, called Jaz Davis. Big Jaz Davis that get up every day, argue with the people of Jamaica of their own right for criticizing this corrupted government. Now he go mess with the wrong man, which is Andre Stevens, because I know say Andre Stevens no hold nothing back. So Jaz Davis mess with Andre Stevens and people. Andre Stevens go down in it and even expose Dennis Chung, more people. Then again, I didn't know say as so much corruption Dennis Chung have hanging over his head, people. I never did know say as so much corruption Dennis Chung in, Then if Dennis Chung has so much corruption, now what that is the reason why, man, Andrew Holness feels so comfortable to place him as the head of the FID. The man corrupted till he can't corrupt no more people. But if you want to hear about all of this corruption, then watch the video until the end, people. Because you're going to surprise to hear some of these things that Dennis Chung got himself mixed up in. And not just KFC alone. That's where Dennis Chung, because he's a thief. So, watch the video until the end. And you will hear all right, people. Check it out.
And tell me now, Jamaica, if Bradley Avenue is not an agent of the state. Listen to Dirty Batty Jerry today, Jamaica.
Chung told me two things several weeks ago that have now come to make sense in a different way. I won't call the name of the individual, but you don't have to be a scholar to figure it out. One morning he called to say, we were just talking about, I think we were talking about football. He said, oh, I saw so-and-so at an event last evening. This was several weeks ago, not since his appointment, of course. And he said that the gentleman saw him and he tried to make eye contact with the gentleman. This is a senior member of the PNP. He tried to make eye contact with him. And the gentleman, you know when somebody don't want to make eye contact with you? And then he said, as the evening went on, he went over to the gentleman, extended his hand to shake the gentleman's hand. And the gentleman looked him in the eye, refused to shake his hand and said, you are a effing Labourite, and walked past him. As Torna is my witness, did I not tell that story in production meeting several weeks ago?
Indeed.
All right. The other thing he said to me was that Jeanette Calder from Jump called him one morning after he said something in an interview here about the Holness investigation. And she said to him, well, he disagreed with her opinion. And she called him to berate him, he says, for disagreeing with her. And he says, but why would you disagree with me? You made an opinion and I gave an opinion, so why would you feel it necessary to call me to berate me for disagreeing with you? Therefore, I don't know how you put those things together to look at the attack he's coming under now and from the quarters it's coming from. I just put that on the table and I wish Dennis Chung all the best.
So according to Dirty Batty Jerry, or Dirty Batty, or whatsoever him be, Jamaica, it's being reported by the JLP that people calling Dennis family and telling Dennis family that he must stand down. And what Dennis and they are doing is manipulating people to let people think that Dennis is coming under a physical attack. Nobody in Jamaica wants to hurt Dennis Chung. We know he's an apologist for Andrew Holness. We know that he's one of the boys that cycles with the Prime Minister. But you know the wrong thing is? George has to speak the way he speaks because he would have wanted it to have been him in a similar position. Because George know that very soon, just as how CVM has struggled right now to pay them staff. You know, so much staff at CVM are left. Very soon, George will have to leave because theme lifestyle will not be able to be sustained under PNP government at Bradley Avenue. And let me tell you now, George knows Jamaica. That his lavish, yes, his lavish lifestyle, the places he goes and drink and cock up and deal with and him smoke and him drink the whiskey, he won't have that opportunity, Jamaica. Very soon. So he has to defend Jamaica. He has to defend his government. He has to defend George. We all know. Tell Jamaica now. There is literally no objectivity in your level of reasoning and your level of dissecting the news. Because what you have propagated, George, is that one, Calder attacking Dennis. Two, PNP people attacking Dennis. Three, Abka come out today, the sour fish come out today and argue that what? Abka argue that people in the PNP calling Dennis syndicates, telling Dennis, oh, he needs to withdraw in the interest of his family. But I want to tell you, George, as I told one of your reporters today, your lifestyle will not be able to be maintained very soon. Because Courtney, I saw a thing recently, and they're not in the top 5 most listened station in this country. And yet still Jamaica. Yet still them get the most government ads. So I can tell you very soon, the news not listen to the second part of what he said today. Listen to what he said today, Julie. I want you to listen to what Dottie Batty George said.
How much of Jamaica they want to burn down this morning to get Dennis Chung out? Because Dennis Chung is so evil. Because Dennis Chung's record is so bad. How much of this country are you willing to catch a fire to get rid of a man who has never had his character or his professional competence called into question ever?
Them thing are waste of time in a dirt.
And look, Mikey, they have embarked on a process to rise up civil society, the church, the trade unions, and the private sector against a man who has never ever been accused of corruption a day in his public life. This is a man, Michael, let me remind you, has been the CEO of the PSOJ, yeah, has been the chairman of the National Integrity Action. This is a man who has served the Jamaica Football Federation as General Secretary. This is a man who has served the National Solid Waste Management Authority as Chairman. You've never heard Dennis Chung name mentioned with corruption. And because in his role as a public commentator, he said something that didn't align with their line, all of a sudden this man must not get in any work. And Michael, the last thing I said to you is this. By virtue of what the PNP have done, Dennis Chung will be rendered unemployable except under a JLP administration, because if PNP in power, him can't get no more public appointments, and the private sector would be best advised to avoid him because this man is coming with a political taint to pursue a political agenda. That is what they've done. They've demonized Dennis Chung for no other reason than for him saying, nothing wrong in the Prime Minister of 28 bank accounts. Because to date, we don't know how many bank accounts Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, name any PNP businessman at random. Ask them to declare to the public how many bank accounts they have, and then we can compare, and then we can start talk about whether or not 28 bank accounts. The fact of 28 bank accounts alone means that you're a criminal.
all of those tonight. George, why did Dennis Chung have to resign at JUTC? George, you said Dennis Chung has no reputation. Is that what he said, Courtney? He said, Jamaica, that Dennis Chung does not have a reputation of corruption. Why did he have to leave JUTC? Why did Bruce Golding have to get rid of them at JUTC? What happened with him at NSWMA? You want me to bring you back in history, George? You want me to bring you back in history? Let me remind Jamaica tonight. Let me remind Jamaica tonight what happened at JUTC. Producer, can you remind him? Can you remind him tonight what happened at JUTC? Can you remind him? The resignation of Bingley Sangster, Ray Barnett, and Dennis Chung came a day after the JUTC board confessed. You hear the word, Courtney? Confessed that it had breached procurement guidelines at the company in recent months. He breached George Davis, because you never know. You never go do your investigative work to be reminded. He breached procurement guidelines. Breach, meaning the procurement guideline procedures were not followed. Tear up Matty Jerry, you never know this. Let us go back to NSWMA. What did happen at NSWMA? He got somebody who was not qualified for the job. Audley Gordon. And what was Dennis Chung's reasoning? The person is politically aligned. But even though, glaringly, Chung also admitted that Gordon is not academically qualified for the position to which he has been appointed, but was chosen on the basis of connections. Connections to the governing state party. And you're going to ask me tonight, Jamaica, nepotism, cronism, bandulism, JUTC, NSWMA, you want to go into his private affairs in corporate Jamaica? Go and ask why he was recused as the chief financial officer of Supreme Ventures. Like how you talk to so many people, George Davis, why you never got talk to those at Supreme Ventures? And you would have found out the antecedents. Why you never go and go ask about the antecedents as the financial controller of KFC? What you mean? Mark Golding never declared how many bank accounts he has. Mark Jefferson Golding on this said program, Partner Draw TV. He declared how many bank accounts he has. And the Integrity Commission certified Mark Jefferson Golding. The leader of the country, Andrew Holness, has not been certified. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Mark is not under investigation. Andrew Holness is. Mark is not under investigation. So don't come and try to flip the narrative. Don't come and try to skew the narrative. 3 accounts him same have, but 1 is dormant. And one man with 28 accounts. Who no one justify him reign because the whole on the pan him pay. Where's something that name Courtney? All I know. All I know in this country. All I know in that media house. Compromised. All of you at nationwide. It is embarrassing, Jamaica. What they have become. It is embarrassing. Embarrassing, Jamaica. How they operate in this country. Put up in face. I want to talk to the dirty boy tonight. Put up the hoodlum. You're a disgrace. You boys are disgrace. You were my very good friend at one point, where we would have taken up the phone and could have called each other. You have become a national disgrace. And just as how Dennis made up, when you have Dennis the Menace, will be employable, unemployable, a few months from now, 90 days from now, because I can tell you, 90 days from now, because see, him probably soon left CVM too, Him probably soon left CVM, because the whole of them are left CVM. And 3-4 months, them now get salary at CVM, So when I look at these sad excuse of a journalist, nobody now deal with you. God, I'm going to say it again. I want to say it again. Dennis Chung is the one who has compromised himself. Dennis Chung, Courtney, is the one who compromised himself. I'm going to say this to you, Jamaica. You think you don't have other public officials who have them personal public opinions on certain things? And what do? Them keep them tight-lipped on them opinions in the interest of them profession and in the interest of them reputation. And I am saying tonight to Jamaica, may I say this to you tonight? What is happening in this country? The people of this country stood up. And George Davis is no journalist. He is a political commentator. And that even talk about Lady Bradley. Lady Bradley is no different, Because Lady Bradley is his mentor. And between him and Lady Bradley, they are dangerous to the airwaves. Dangerous to the airwaves. See what Abka said? Put up what Abka said today. Put up what Abka said today. I want Jamaica to see what Abka said. Said that individuals have indicated by way of calls and messages to Chung's close associates that in the interest of his family and in preventing anarchy, he might want to contemplate not taking the job. who is attacking or who is going to attack Dennis' family? What they must understand, that Jamaica has been on the grey list for years for financial fraud, money laundering, lottery scamming. And it was recently we came off that grey list. There is a high probability we will go back on that grey list. Because the head of the Financial Investigative Division is already internationally seen as compromised. And you know the worst part of it, Jamaica? You ask yourself, who were the other persons? Who were the other persons who applied for the job? Dr. Dayton Campbell revealed who do. Listen to what Dr. Campbell said, Jamaica. Listen to what Dr. Campbell said.
I was telling man to qualify some of them and run up and down to the leader say it's just an accountant. I don't disrespect to say man it's just an accountant. Me a doctor, other people are doctor, but I can't get up and go do what one neurosurgeon supposed to do. Not because he call me a doctor. Because he has specialized training. You think me could have been up and put me as the president of the Neurosurgery Association? They wouldn't know that. Because that is not my training. This is why me being a doctor. So him being an accountant no means he can't get anywhere. No. We then realized that they took out the requirement that you have to have 12 years experience in law enforcement and 5 years in senior police, senior leadership. He don't have that, so they take out that so he could get the job. Man, they're being good for us. Hold on. You know, so that is bad. What are the worst matter? You know, say it get worse. You know, God Almighty, it get worse. It get worse, you know. We are now reliable info. Yes. That somebody, a super SSP, what is it? Senior superintendent. Yes. Yes. SSP. An SSP that worked there before applied for the job. Applied for the job and they never give it. And he's qualified. Well, let me tell you why too, so you can understand the context of what they are talking about. Not only did he work there before, he spent 3 years as the head of the National Intelligence Bureau, the NIB. Yes. He also spent time as the head of the Transnational Crimes and Narcotic Crimes Division. And that's the kind of whatever. And that's the kind of person we want to lead something like the FID. Amen. This JLP administration, this JLP government decided that somebody that served the FID before did 3 years at NIB and worked at Transnational and Narcotics Crime Division as the head with them international contacts and relationships. They refused that person from getting the job and they gave the job to somebody who said no wrong with what the Prime Minister do. He can't work in Jamaica. We are going to protest it every single day until that change. I will say we have a protest tomorrow morning, because we have protest next week.